case, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today, Stacey, Chris, and I shall be discussing Power Book 2, Tariq, as we do, I guess, our final review of the plot holes and rewrites for the season 1. Some predictions, maybe what we would like to see in season 2. Some of your comments. We read a lot of your comments, and we appreciate everyone who chimed in, whether you liked our comments or not. And we greatly appreciate your support to our channel and to our profile of Tariq yesterday, the making of a monster. Appreciate all that. But yes, as we move forward to season 2, one of the issues of what might we see in season 2. One of the commenters suggested that perhaps Effie could come up pregnant. Since Tariq finally got the draws on the weekend. Stacey, I see your face. What are your thoughts?
No,
you don't want it. You don't think it's possible.
Both. I mean, they use a condom, and for whatever reason, they decided not to. There always is a plan B, and I'm sure Effie is a smart girl. She don't need no baby Tariqs running around, so she took the plan B.
All right. Chris, what are your thoughts? Do you want to see a little Tariq Jr. running around right now?
No, I mean, I got to be honest. I'm starting to have second thoughts on just having a regular Tariq. I mean, no. So just seeing another little ignorant ass little nigga. Man, I'm good on that. You know what I mean? I'm the same way. Effie's like, this is too smart. I know you don't like me saying this is STARZ, bro. This is STARZ.
No, I feel about that.
STARZ, they can make Effie just randomly dumb one day and be like, "Oh, there was no other option," or the condom, or they did wear a condom, the condom didn't work or something, or maybe Brayden sabotages it and is mad at both of them and pokes a hole, like to use a little pin and just poke, like boop, goes in. Oh no, people do that. They take something that's still in the plastic and they just like take a little safety pin and and I don't know if that's enough to make that much to come out. You know what I mean? Just
it only takes one swimmer, Chris. As we learned in middle school.
Yeah. So, I mean, another Tariq. No, first off, he's not even grown. He can't even show up in class on time. You think he's going to show up to an ultrasound on time too?
That would be the new family problem he's dealing with. Season 1 was I can't get to class on time because I'm too busy trying to get my mama out of jail slinging these drugs. Then it's going to be, I can't get to class on time because I'm trying to help Effie take care of our child, and I'm slinging drugs to help pay for this child, and I'm trying to make it to ultrasounds. Tommy would have made it to ultrasounds. I mean, anyway, but it's too much. They did wear a condom. Again, they had sex a few times that weekend. It's possible. Maybe Tariq's pullout game is strong, much like his daddy. Who had consistent unprotected sex with Angie, and she never ended up pregnant.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe she always did Plan B, or maybe
always did the Plan B.
Either that's a very expensive Plan B. I mean, very expensive thing. But some girls on this when they're on their cycle, they know at a certain time they don't necessarily, they don't develop the egg, so therefore they're like, oh, bam, we can always do, or I don't know. Maybe she couldn't even have children. Who knows? It could be anything.
These are all things that could have been addressed. But as we go down this thing of fertility and babies, I like to move on to the other character who had a lot of sex in this season. And that is Professor Carey. Because she was getting that Jabari penis and that Zeke penis. And what if she ends up pregnant?
By Jabari? Oh yeah, if she's pregnant, it's gonna be Jabari's kid.
Or she don't even know, and that makes it even better. Like she don't know who the damn daddy is.
You'll be pissed though. You'll be pissed. You'll be pissed though. I already know it. You'll be like, no, these damn black stereotypes and who's the daddy? No.
I would, but I would be like,
I want it on record that you said, oh, they'll be even better, but damn well you gonna go the other direction. So
I will go the other direction.
I want to go on record that he thinks it's better to go ghetto fabulous on this show for a plot hole.
Hey, Ghetto Fabulous would be if Bushandra shows up to class and says she's dropping out because she ended up pregnant by Richard. I'm gonna take it to the next level. Somehow her and Richard were fighting, but as they do in every TV show, the two people are fighting, ending up together during sex week. She ends up pregnant by Richard.
It wouldn't even be Richard. It wouldn't be Richard's baby. It would be Malcolm's baby. Malcolm gets revenge and be like, yeah, he's like, this is what you get. This is what you get. You cheated on me with Jamal. He's like,
where the fuck is Jamal?
Million times his name's not Jamal. Like,
who is this Jamal? Like, I need to see this kid.
That's one of the biggest plot holes. Who's Jamal?
Who the fuck is Jamal? Hashtag who's Jamal? And what happened to him? We need answers to these questions. But let's talk about Professor Carey and her relationship with the late Jabari. With the text message, with the email that she received from Jabari saying, you know, I was wrong about you, but you're right about me. We will fix this tomorrow. Let's say they will find the body. I mean, that's gonna happen. They're gonna find the body. Let's say Carey is the one that therefore takes the lead in collecting Jabari's effects, and she finds the notebook that says Drew, that says Tariq, that says course correct. And now she, as a former prosecutor, starts to put this shit together to be like, where was Tariq the night that Jabari was killed? Is he in fact a drug dealer? He did come from a suspected drug dealing family. And maybe that's the pushing drama that goes on into season 2. What do you think?
I mean, I know this is power, but why would Carey be like the collector of his effects?
She's the closest thing to anyone.
He don't have no parents, no siblings, no nothing.
Isn't his editor like his cousin or something? Isn't the
No,
guy?
Man, no. They ain't family, man. They're not family.
I thought they're not family. I thought they were family.
They're not. He said brother in the sense that we're all black brothers and sisters, but they're not family. Like I thought
that was like his cousin at least or something. No, okay.
But either way, she has more direct access to the school. She would be more likely the one to at least help gather up the stuff. And if she finds it as she's getting into her Zeke lover's life of being part of this criminal family and GTG and all this other stuff, and Drew is specifically listed in the notebook, and she reads his manuscript, all of that comes together and gives her enough stuff to be like, this is something I need to look into. And nobody has parents. Nobody has parents this damn show. Keisha didn't have any damn parents.
Spanky randomly, like at the end, all of a sudden was like, oh, Spanky has that comedian. What's her name? I forgot her name in real life. I was like, oh, it's not the cast homegirl.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's her name?
Lunel,
yeah. You know, I was like, oh, snap. I thought we were gonna see more of her, but I was like, maybe not.
So before we get into the 2-bit plot hole, I want to get back to the whole Plan B issue. So let's get back to prison. So Tasha in prison gave the Plan B pill to some random other inmate that was supposed to be her inside friend, which never went anywhere. She did push-ups in prison, which never went anywhere. So Stacey had a good theory
the push-ups don't have to go anywhere. That is a common thing when you're in prison, whether you're whooping someone's ass or not, to keep you active and keep you going crazy. No, seriously, like you actual prisoners. It is to keep, because there's nothing else to do. Like, hell, even when you deploy, there's nothing else to do, so you're working out. So it's not like, you know what I mean? So, I think it was hilarious for her because she was just an itty bitty little thing, you know what I mean? And it just, it just looked funny on her. It didn't look right for her, you know what I mean? But
I see your point, but like,
the push-ups don't need, what I'm saying is, a typical prisoner does not do push-ups because they might possibly get into
all right.
You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. But Tasha, it just never looked right. Ever.
But usually, even when Ghost went to prison, to your point, every prison show you see, including Ghost's short time in prison, they go to the gym. They're in there, they're working out. Usually that's how they make friends and that kind of shit. Like you never saw Tasha like, I'm gonna go out to the yard or whatever and do some push-ups. And maybe that's how she builds a relationship with this woman, which didn't go anywhere. Like, anyway, Stacey, I know you had a theory. So what was your theory on that?
Well, Naturi recently got engaged, so I felt like maybe she went to them and said, "Hey, I need to leave the show." So they just completely just edited out that whole thing and just went like, "Okay, we'll just send you to witness protection."
And that makes a lot of sense because they were building up this thing. Because even Courtney was like, it was going to be, as you see behind me, it was supposed to be Monet and Tasha fighting over the heart and mind of Tariq. And all of that is gone now because she's happily off to witness protection, never to be seen again, at least not for a long time.
So I think because she's pregnant.
Is she pregnant?
She's getting married, allegedly.
Oh. Yeah. She did a whole photo shoot with Essence, but like you never saw the dude. Did she ever see the dude?
Because didn't she?
Well, they found his Instagram and was
she
like she posted like a Christmas picture, but she had like her head in front of his face. But he's some little dude from Atlanta, so.
Well, I'm saying so like it could be maybe she's prioritizing. She's prioritizing her personal life over her professional life. And I don't know what happened to her first baby daddy.
I didn't get that because weren't they engaged at one point?
That wasn't.
She was like, "Oh, I'm so happy, I got my man and my baby, and la la la," and then he just disappeared.
Yeah,
like stereotypical black men do.
But they think it would be great if we just just throw that in as a plot and just have like baby dad like I don't know who my dad, you know what I mean, like the whole thing with Carrie. I mean.
That's why that would be also to Tariq and his possible unborn children. Twins run in the family.
Tariq ain't gonna have no damn kids.
Twins run in the family. If Effie ends up pregnant with twins,
there's another twin out there that we haven't met yet.
Oh, Ghost is an untold sibling. Like his brother gonna pop up.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be some wild shit. But anyway, I'm just saying, so like if one day, when Tariq gets of an age, like he graduates, he gets his money, and like he looks to be an adult, it would be whoever he ends up with. It'd be interesting if they ended with him like she's pregnant with twins, and then he gets murdered by a drug dealer. He's not walking away from this.
Effie's gonna run off and abandon him like Angie did Ghost. She gonna pop back up 18 years later with a little teenage boy. And she's like, "This is your son, Tariq."
Nah. The 18-year-old kid's she gonna walk him up to the father's gravesite, but like, "That's your daddy,
yes.
Tariq. Daddy." He said, "How was he?" And then he gonna give him that infamous Kanan speech. He's like, "Yo, he's crooked." He said, "Yo, he's crooked as fuck." He said, "You piece of shit."
Oh damn! Like, oh man, it's like he did that shit. Like, they said it. He did that shit. I remember Tariq was like, "Yeah, he must have." Motherfucker, you just met this dude yesterday, and you already taking his word over your own daddy's. Like, we need to talk about that.
Do that? He said, "Yeah, he's crooked as shit." Yeah, he totally did that.
But he totally did that shit. He's like, "Oh man." Anyway, he was easily swayed.
I knew it. I can't believe you did this to mom.
So you bring up undetectable parents. So the fact that Spanky all of a sudden has a mama, I'm like, and then like 2-Bit was trying to give her money. It seemed like he walked away with a smile on his face. Like, is that going to turn back to be something? Is this part of some?
Wait, was that his mother or the grandmother that he had to pay for the gallbladder surgery?
He had to pay for a gallbladder surgery?
Remember there was a scene where they were doing the drugs and they were short and he was like, "Man, I bounced a check on my grandmother's gallbladder surgery."
That could have just been a line they just threw that joint in there.
Yeah.
That was definitely that line.
But it would have been cool if they connected it. Like, "How's your gallbladder, Miss So-and-so?"
I know, right?
Yeah. That was his mama. That was his mama. I mean, she could have a mother. I mean, there could be a grandmother out there, but I'm pretty sure that was his. That was Spanky's mom. So it'd be interesting to see where that goes. What happens with 2-Bit? Where the hell he's been all this time? And how he progresses. Does he ever hook up with Kane? And do they become a crew? Because he's gonna need a crew now, unless he's. You remember when Dre popped up with a whole damn crew, waiting for the drugs to come from Jason? We're like, where the hell all these people come from? And they all got murdered like later on.
The same day.
Yeah. No. Later on, it was like doing Dre's episode, they all got killed. But yeah, I mean, we gotta see what happens with him.
Yeah, he got them fresh out of prison. I remember them saying that.
Yeah.
Because the one guy was like, "Yeah, I missed this." And he was the first one to start shooting.
Yeah. I was like, and then they used the guy as a human shield.
As Dre would.
Dre was a straight piece of shit, man. But I love the dude. Like he lasted a long time, as he should. So Stacey, we were discussing Monet's and Tasha's underwhelming face-to-face meeting, and what are your thoughts of what the opportunity that they missed?
When they were discussing living in the shadows of their husbands, and she was like, well, my husband, this, that, and the other, and Tasha should have been like, no. Monet should have been like, well, who's your husband? And Tasha should have been like, Ghost, the biggest drug dealer in New York City. Like, you don't know him? Everybody knows Ghost.
What's up, Chris?
Going back to the baby thing. It's going to come out that because you kept saying about Kane, like, why Kane so dark? It's going to come out that Ghost is the true father. Like, no. That is why you're so reckless. It all makes sense.
Courtney Kemp is Kane's father now.
No, Courtney Kemp, like she's very clear when things are like not.
Someone actually brought that up,
huh?
Someone actually brought that up. Actually.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Really?
Well, she goes, no. It was more Kanan. Like she was like, no, I'm gonna stop this right now. Like Kane is not Kanan's son. You know, that's how she explained where his name came from.
Yeah. Notice she said she's not Kanan's son.
No,
who's the actual daddy?
She said Lorenzo is the daddy.
Oh, she just said, yeah. Well, like biological dad or just dad. Anyway, you call anyone dad if you've been raised by him. Did she use the word biological dad?
I see your point. But I'm sorry. That's not a storyline that we can realistically get into with this. The lineage is clear when it comes to them.
I got to see an Ancestry.com report or 23andMe. Like, I need to see all that.
Well, so I think Stacey has a good point with that. Like, Monet she says, I don't do business with anyone I don't know about. That's an absolute lie, because you did business with Tariq and with Tasha. I have no damn clue who she is. This would have been the time for Tasha to bring up Ghost, Tommy, the fact that they ran Queens for over 30 years between Kanan, Ghost, Tommy, and the RSKs. And then this way, we could see if any of these names meant anything to Monet. And then this way, when Monet pulls the gun on Tommy, she has some general clue of who she's fucking with, you know? And then that would have made sense. Like, that would have made, and then that's a realistic conversation. And then it kind of makes sense of why they at Ghost's gravesite. It was a very, very much a missed opportunity that didn't go anywhere. I was disappointed. So Ramirez's body obviously gonna get floated back up.
Well, seeing how he didn't do much, he put him in a swamp, a foot, 2 feet. It was a shallow.
He bought some gators.
He put him in shallow water, and he put some bricks on that thing. He put bricks in shallow water. What's that brick gonna do?
Nothing.
Like, you don't even have to worry about it, like dealing with the buoyancy of it, because there's nowhere to go. Like, I thought that was funny. I was like, you know, maybe COVID messed up the filming location and they couldn't actually film by a lake or something. Who knows?
That was COVID. Every other body he chopped up, but this one he weighed down and took it to the swamp. I guess he bought some gators and was gonna have the gators eat them up.
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's how it comes up. Maybe it was like on purpose, like when it wasn't on purpose on him, but maybe he screwed up. He got sloppy with this one, didn't chop it up, and you know, so when they find the body, you know what I mean, they'll be able to, like, kind of maybe point fingers at, you know what I mean? I don't know, because then again, Kane had his gun
and his badge.
Yeah.
That's my biggest issue. He has the badge, which I'm like, why are you keeping that if that's not going to be some type of problem for you later on?
Well, if you're a big time criminal, I can see, you know, I mean, yes, in a TV show, that's never a good thing to do. But if you actually have,
how Tommy used to impersonate ambulance drivers.
That's what I was going to say. That's what I figured. When he took the badge, I was like, okay, he'll do that to, like, jump in someone's like little business, be like, hey, what's going on? It's like, hey, like LAPD or NYPD, I guess, in this or whatever. Just flash it, like, just flip it back up, and then, like, pop him in once he gets in. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
That would be interesting if he does. It needs to come up. how are they going to apply it? If you use it for some wannabe undercover operation, that's the thing. If all of a sudden we start meeting the Queens Police Department and they start actually investigating this crime, if Uncle Frank's murder comes back as supposedly he was a part of some undercover operation, if that becomes a thing, what's up, Stacey?
So he was the cop that investigated Tommy's death. So he went out there posing as a cop. We're like, oh, we found a tooth. And then he pushed it through forensics and like, oh yeah, this is Tommy. And then got the death certificate. He was in on it. That's the only thing that makes sense. They had somebody in forensics and in the police.
They had to have somebody on the inside to validate this bullshit that Tommy's dead.
Kane hit up Tommy, who he did not know, and be like, "Hey man, I got a solution to your problems, Mister whoever you are."
Everybody knows Tommy except Monet, I guess.
Yeah.
You know,
that would be interesting. Somehow Kane even heard about Tommy, but Monet didn't.
He said, "Mom, remember I told you about that white boy down in Queens? You know,
everybody knows the crazy white boy from Queens. Everybody.
Hey, that's called Braden now. Braden would establish himself. That's what I need Braden back out there in Queens, like making money. Okay, and then somehow he and Kane hook back up again. I think Tariq and Kane and Braden are gonna fall out again, just like Ghost and Tommy. And then Braden's gonna hook up with Kane.
I know that y'all saying that Tommy's not coming back, but I disagree. Right, Tommy's gonna come back, I think, but I want to see a small, like, even if it's like a small, just like, you know how we got, like Marvel, you had your own, like, the girl power moment,
Yeah.
What I mean?
Yeah.
The end game.
You want the white power moment?
Hear me out, okay? So like, you see Tommy like trying to get some stuff moved in, white, and here goes Braden, and he's like, yeah, that's my son. He's like, yeah, that's my little son. Yeah, just to infiltrate something or whatever. You see white boys like murking a whole bunch of
white
people.
boys unite.
Yeah, and then some black folks be like, yo, who these crackers here? It's like, crackers, you mother, and it's like, something, He said, who? He said, why is Eminem and Asher Roth in here? You know what I mean? Like, Mac Miller and that, because Braden kind of looks like Asher Roth. I don't know, maybe Mac Miller. I should have said Mac Miller. He's a much younger white boy, so there you go. But I think that would be kind of interesting. You kind of have like a little, they're kind of minorities in this one. So it's like when you ever see a show or a movie, whatever, and the black people kind of congregate or whatever.
Yeah,
a small bit, you get a little bit excited. You're like, yes, like that's like two worlds collide. Like we're in this. Yes, like they're in the same universe.
I see your point. So I will clarify. When I said Tommy won't be back, I believe that Courtney will be true to her writing that Tommy and Tariq will never meet again. What he said was, you will not see me again. So I believe that even if he does come, he'll be back in his spinoff. Because one, he has to go to California. He has to establish that. He's not going to be back to New York anytime soon. But I think as the show goes on, he will travel back to New York in general. He will run into 2-Bit. I have no doubts he'll see 2-Bit again. He will go kill Tasha. Like I can see him killing Tasha in his own spinoff. I don't see him meeting up with Tariq again. I mean, and just hanging out, shooting the shit. Like I don't see that happen unless he's truly there to kill him, and that's it. Like, and that's like later on in book 2 or book or Force. I don't see him just doing another another guest spot where they do a heist together or something, and he goes back to California. I don't see that, because that would make that whole scene like unnecessary.
What the whole, isn't her being in prison unnecessary? Isn't every time they like someone gets shot or like they say, hey, you won't see me for a while, and then they show back up or something, or Dre disappearing and he comes back or whatever, and they say, Kanan, like after like when he was supposed to die in that damn fire and he went into hide, and the show is all about you coming back. Okay.
Renegotiate his contract too.
Tommy. No. Tommy is literally the Green Yoda of the show. He sells tickets.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? I get it.
He sells tickets. You need
like, what?
He is your baby Yoda. You're going to want him to continue to be in the show, even if it's a small capacity. He needs to be in the show. After this show aired, even people get upset, like it was funny. No one else talked about anything else that happened in that show except Tommy. They're like, matter of fact, one of my friends put it in all caps, TOMMMMYY, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. And it said, Tommy. Like, that's all he said on Facebook, right? People comment on there like, spoilers, really? Spoilers much? You know what I mean? But all that other stuff. That's all people were talking about. This is your baby Yoda. You do not let baby Yoda disappear from the show. You just don't.
All right, man. All right. So again, there's a balance of keeping Tommy relevant, but he doesn't have to interact with Tariq. I'm saying there's a lot of other characters out there that he could be in the background of, and not have to do Tariq.
I think he will interact. I'm not saying like the first moment we see Tommy, he'll necessarily interact with Tariq, but him and Tariq will go back. You know, that's, you know, I know he don't want him to call him Uncle Tommy no more, but you know, that's his, you know, that's Uncle Tommy. Like, you know what I mean? That's they're going, you know, they somehow will smooth it. I know it's going to sound crazy, but they're somehow going to either smooth it out or something. You know what I mean? Or, you know, or like when they meet again, someone's going to have to go. You know, in the words of Charlie Murphy. You know,
it was a gunfight after that. Stacey, I see your face about the whole uncle thing. What's going on?
I don't know. I was just thinking Uncle Tommy, like Uncle Tom, and it just kind of sounded weird. So never mind.
Up until this moment, I never thought about that. Way to go!
Exactly, it just hit me. Like,
no, I was good until you brought it up. Now I can never get that out of my mind.
Now you can't say it no more. You can't not say Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom. I think about Uncle Tom.
Why'd you do that, Stacey? No,
that's rough. I was watching another set of reviewers, and one of them said that with this whole thing, like Tariq being adopted by the Tejadas to an extent, Tariq making an effort to save Diana, like, I mean, wasn't that really that much that he did? I mean, he just told her to get down, whatever. But that somehow, and him saying, "I got you," that somehow he sees Diana like a new Raina, that maybe like he wants to be her brother protector. And I was like, that don't make no damn sense, because he always had sex with her, and like she definitely wants to have sex with him. So that's not okay.
They wouldn't have done it the way they did, you know, if that was the case, you know.
Yeah, I was like, anyway, I bring it up because I thought it was kind of silly, but then like even the people she was talking to were like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, that's not okay. Like, this ain't Game of Thrones. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to keep family relationships, you know, clean. Or scandal. You know, quasi brothers and sisters. Jake and Olivia were not really family, but you know, Papa Pope referred to him as brother, basically his brother and sister. They're always having sex. So let's not do that. But what is the future, therefore, for how do you see Drew becoming the like Godfather type guy who don't want to be there, but now he's the lead of the family? How do you see his rise in the Tejadas as it relates to Kane?
Ain't gonna be no rise. He's gonna be dead.
You think he's gonna die? He's not dying. Courtney's already kind of laid it out that that's this dude. Like, he will be something. So he's not dead.
Courtney, no offense, Courtney talks too much. Courtney needs to like kind of keep stuff in the hush. Like it kind of killed the whole suspense. You know what I mean? Like, I actually didn't like that. I mean, damn, that kind of, that's too much. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like she likes to respond because a lot of people like to complain about certain things, obviously, because there's a lot of issues with the show. So therefore, she does her question and answer type deal. No, who does that? No one does that. Tyler Perry don't do that. Like, nobody does this.
Don't you bring up Tyler Perry?
No, but
That's an insult.
No, but you know what I mean. Like you know, no one like.
There's nothing to bring up with Tyler Perry. I see your point.
Like no show, like when a show like is a popular show, no one does that. She's the only person I know that does something like that, and I find that really odd. Unless she wants to like comfort people's perception of certain things, which that's not cool. That's the case. You know what I mean? But that's the only thing that makes sense. So I don't know if that's the case with the whole Drew thing, because then damn. So you're saying, so basically she hinted that Drew ain't going nowhere, huh?
Not anytime. So they're all gonna die. I mean, Courtney don't write a show that most of these people don't die. It's just that
I like how you said not any, but they're all gonna die.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, none of these people are walking away from this shit. Like, that's not how Courtney writes her stories, you know. So I mean, she just said he has an arc. Like, he has the whole the one who doesn't want to do it is gonna be the leader type of thing. Well,
I think at the end of the arc is gonna be dead. It's gonna be the end of that damn. He's gonna have an episode arc, just like you watching Walking Dead. And anytime you see the most of that character, you're like, oh, that's not a good sign. Like,
All
you're
right.
like, oh, they're giving Tyrese and
Yeah. Well, any black dude, any black person that had a whole episode dedicated themselves, they were dead as fuck. Like they were not gonna make it.
Oh yeah, no, Drew. Yeah, it's gonna be the same deal with Drew. It was like we're gonna see a whole lot of Drew. And we're like, oh, this is gonna be interesting. And then you're gonna see an angry Everett. It's like, you broke my heart, you mother, and then just pull the trigger, you know. And
Drew leaves Everett for another man, and Everett snaps and kills him in a jealous rage.
Yep. I don't know. I mean, to be honest, it would be more obviously it'd be more poetic if it's Cain, because it's the whole like Cain killed his younger brother, you know, in the Bible.
All right.
And whatnot.
So let's go down that route. All right. So Cain is the competition. Okay. So with Cain trying to come up, and his brother, and you say Drew and the Tejadas are trying to get back up, since no one has a supplier now, thanks to Monet, and that becomes the thing. It's gonna be the two brothers going at each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I know. I was kind of being funny with the Everett thing, because kind of going back to how we say like the deaths in like The Wire are so random at times. You're like, whoa, whatever. It would be nice to see more random deaths like that. And we even talk about Fargo, when like someone like dies and it's more like they trip off of a puddle, like, you know what I mean? It would be great to see a random death like that in Power. You know what I mean? Like,
if we meet that the nephews, Al is now dead, so these random ass nephews that we haven't seen like get introduced into the Tejada crew because they're running out of people, and one of them falls and shoots himself in the face. I will be like, okay, that would be something for one of them. Like, but you can't. It's not gonna be a main character.
No, well, not even like. I just mean like a random person. Like for the longest time, I mean, I didn't really see it happening with Tommy when the original Power was there, but when they introduced the homie from The Wire, the white boy, the Proctor's cousin, Proctor's cousin, and I actually thought Tommy was going to die. I literally thought that was the first time I was like, holy shit, like. Because every time like Ghost would try to come after Tommy, I was like, Ghost ain't killing no damn Tommy.
Yeah.
Like I knew it. But it was something about like the way this random dude came about things. I was like, Tommy might actually like go out like Stringer Bell or something like that. Like just be lit up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I literally thought, because that was the first time I actually really got pissed off at Tommy when he kind of laid into Proctor like that. That was the first time I actually really got pissed off at him. Like, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, you just now turn him into an actual villain now. Now he needs to go. You know, like a dog that just like oh Yeller, like you got to put him down. You know what I mean? And I thought that's
it's like, you know,
I thought that's what was going to happen. So I was like, oh, here he goes. It's going to be some random dude. And I was like, this would be awesome. And then motherfucker just stabbed a little bit in the hallway, and it's like,
that was it.
I was like, no.
Oh man, they were dropping off people. Season 6 was dropping off characters so quick. I was like, what the fuck are we doing, man? Why would we put all these characters? They should have one explosion that just killed all of them. Because like I was like, this is too much. Yeah, like every episode, somebody dying. Oh, anyway, okay. So real quick with the Cain thing. I thought it'd be interesting if like clearly they don't want anyone over 25 in Power Book 2. Like this is a young person's show. So I would submit that what they could do,
Cooper Sachs, Davis, and all them.
So they're being moved out smartly because there's no legal issues to deal with anymore. So
dude, come on, man. I wish you were right. I wish that we will not see these guys next season. That would be, especially Cooper Sachs. You know how I feel about him, dude. He's going to be big next season, dude. There's going to be some big case. You know it.
We're going to do a video about a potential spinoff with them, so I don't want to do that in this video.
I might a spinoff with him.
Well, so I think so. But anyway, hold on. So with Tasha,
it's like Life with Uncle Nancy.
So with Tasha moving out, Ghost dead, the only older parent, like drug dealers left are the Tejadas. Is therefore. So I'm saying, and Cain is already like the streets could be ours, Drew. So how about Cain convinces Drew, or on his own, kills Monet finally, and then sets up his dad to be murdered since his dad got his ass whooped in prison, and be like, and then they take over like the game. Maybe season 2, maybe season 3, probably not season 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cain comes back into the family. Zeke actually goes pro. he retires Monet. Monet goes off to do a new album or whatever. What is this face, Chris?
Oh, that's supposed to be
That's
Zeke.
Zeke, like when he takes a picture when he's in the NBA, it's like
Oh,
that'll be his face. That'll be his.
yes, Monet gets retired. Diana goes off to college. Drew and Kane take over the streets.
Nobody dies. They just all just live happily ever after.
Yep, they hold hands, all that good stuff.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you say nobody died. I'm telling you,
know, right?
I mean, unless it's Tariq. I don't think they're gonna die.
Stacey straight up. Yeah, Stacey, I can see Stacey every Halloween being the Grim Reaper in a sense. Like she's like, it's like, why are you a Grim Reaper? Because I'm making sure everybody dies. Like you dying, you dying, you dying.
You get a death, and you get a death.
You about to get a death. Death. You about to get a death.
I did love that woman, man. She cracked me up, man. So we got things. All right. So I think we just got to see what's gonna happen with Tariq again. What's his new motivation for slinging the drug? So we get into Braden's family. Do we find out more about his sister? Does she become more relevant to the show? Trace is definitely on that shit, you know what I'm saying? But I think that there needs to be a reckoning with Trace. Like, I think Trace needs to go, and Braden needs to be the one to do it. Once Trace finds out that Braden is in the game, and he's committed to this life, to this drug life.
Who's going to kill Trace? Who'd you say?
I think Braden.
Oh, okay. I thought you said a different name. I was like, no, there's only one person that can kill Trace, and it'll be Braden.
It has to be Braden. Because once Braden finds out, once Trace finds out that Braden is truly about this life, you know, slinging them drugs, and he ain't got to get out because this is the only thing he knows how to do. He's great at it. He's gonna be like, you know what, bro?
Nah, I think what it is he's gonna catch his brother in bed with Riley or something. It's gonna be
Riley's the Holly, man. She committed to Braden. I do believe that. She's gonna die though, but I mean, I think she'll die. I mean, like I'm saying, he's gonna have to kill her. He ain't gonna want to do it, but he's gonna have to do it because she's gonna be trying to turn him in.
You're right. He's gonna kill Riley and then followed by Trace when they're in bed together. Like you never seen that Guilty Conscious music video with Eminem and Dr. Dre or whatever. You know, like they both got a bullet. Like you know,
right,
like
I mean, I see. If there was any kind of, you know what, I would slightly believe if Riley was actually get with Tariq first. Like I would believe that. That's not gonna happen. But I would believe that first before Trace.
Tariq is like, they ain't, you know, that she ain't my type.
I don't know what his type is. He just don't care. Like he got too many things going on. To be worried about women. I'm saying, I mean, they all flocking to him anyway. I need to understand how Carrie is gonna try to bone Tariq. That's gonna happen. Like, I just need to figure out how they're gonna set that up because she's on Zeke's penis like pretty strong. And when did he get out of academic probation? Like, and so what's the storyline with there? Like, is Tariq still gonna be tutoring Zeke and doing his homework? Because clearly Zeke is not one for schoolwork. Or is Carrie gonna keep him like his grades up for him?
I'm trying to figure out who's gonna be the new teacher. Who's gonna be the new teacher in class now that Jabari's gone and missing? You know,
Two bits coming.
Q-Bit gonna be like,
Q-Bit's gonna be the adjunct professor to discuss.
Trying to be like, I like him.
Brown people.
Rashonda gonna be like, I like him. You call me, I want to call you Zaddy. Like that's Q-Bit and Brushandra. That's like
that's what needs to happen. Courtney won't let her man have a love interest. She ain't trying to see that shit.
Damn, you're right.
Tell you, man. Oh no, that's not true. That's not true.
He's also side character. Like let's be honest, we didn't really see Cooper Sacks with the love interest until like now. You know what I mean? And he's been in it from the very beginning.
Yeah, but I see your point. But like Two-Bit
finally had one in the very last episode of season 6. I think this is season 6.
Yeah.
So
you said
Two-Bit's only been there, you know, and give him some time.
I don't think Courtney's gonna be happy with that. I don't think Courtney wants to see Two-Bit.
I can see like she's gonna be like, cut. It's like you look way too interested in that scene. You were way too hot and heavy.
Chandra will get fired immediately.
No, she would get murdered.
Just like, oh, what happened? She was fucking my man on camera. And I would imagine Notori's like fiance or whatever not being okay with like the love scenes she was doing because she was pregnant when she was doing those love scenes. Like she was like breastfeeding in the middle of some of those scenes. And I could see him being I could see him being upset. I mean, and that's not right, but I can see him being like, I don't know if I'm okay with another man, looking on my baby's, breast. This is not. I mean, I can say that's not okay. I can see him being like, I need to find somebody else with a different job. Because even Angie said it was hard to date at the time. She said it's hard to be an actress or an actor and date when your partner sees you butt naked on TV every week, with somebody. Tommy's wife is okay because she's part of the business. I mean, she does makeup, so she understands this type.
But to tell you the truth, the whole thing with her and her fiance at the time, she's already been naked before. Basically, before her and fiance, she's been naked before, like in Notorious. It's like literally everything. Like she was riding.
She wasn't pregnant though, man, with your child.
I guess my point is like you being naked. Like at that point, I guess if you're married into someone who's already been naked or whatever, you can't be surprised when all of a sudden they're going to be naked after you get married too. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like getting pissed off with like being with a porn star, and then all of a sudden you're like, I don't want you doing no more. Motherfucker, you married a damn porn star. What you expect? I'm not saying that she is there, Dave. I know where you're about to go, but I'm just saying my point is, if that's what the person did before he met you, like, come on, you can't be surprised if like that's their job. Like sometimes your scene might have you. Maybe you don't like them dropping the F-bomb. The scene might call for them dropping the F-bomb. I'm sorry, you know what I mean?
I'm just saying. Sometimes this life ain't for everybody. I'm just saying. So that contributed. I don't know. But anyway, Tamika, to talk about lack of love interest, I just want to highlight that I don't like the way Courtney has done Tamika. Like Tamika has been there since like season 4. She is a main character at this point, an essential character to many of the storylines, and she has no friends. She has no love interest whatsoever. And I'm like, now that Tasha is written off, to an extent, like she's the only relatively brown to dark skinned woman left on this show, and she's like that strong black woman stereotype. Like, I don't need nobody. I just got me. She's always strong. She's never gonna be vulnerable. I'm like, I don't like the fact that she's not well-rounded. Well-rounded. There you go. And I was like, she needs like a life. Like we saw she has a house. There's nobody in the house. Even Blanca had a girlfriend. I mean, had a wife or something. And I'm saying, but I'm like, you don't see her having anything but her job. And I just don't like that.
Yeah, I mean, but again, like I go back to Cooper Saxe. We didn't know anything about his family, period, until literally this season, and he's been in all of it. Like I don't, what I mean. But and let's also be real, Cooper Saxe had a much bigger role than Tamika ever had, and it wasn't until season 6 where we even found out that he had like a brother and sister, and the parents, and they're at the dinner table. I'm like, all of a sudden they were like the clumps. All of a sudden we were like, whoa, like what's going on here? Like Uncle Nancy and.
But to your point, they at least bothered with him. Like to me, don't even get that.
I guess my point is she's only been in it for 2 seasons as a much smaller character as Cooper Saxe. Cooper Saxe has been in all the seasons. You know what I mean? My thing is, I don't think you can't just start waving unfair when this dude who had a much bigger role who we didn't. Like it's not. You can't just say just because you didn't see it this season. He's only been in, like, to your point, 2 or 3 seasons. 3. He's been in 6, and we finally see it with him. So you kind of have to be careful just throwing that out there when we haven't even seen that much of her to begin with, compared to every other character. You see what I'm saying?
All right.
I'm just
Right.
saying. But I will tell you this: I will be pissed if all of a sudden the DNC chair all of a sudden we start seeing his family before we see Tamika's family. If we see the DNC's family and we find out his wife is a GOP member or something, and they start arguing back and forth, we're like, I should divorce you. And then the kids are independent, like, I voted for Bernie. Like, it was like, I'm like, whoa, what do you? Then I'll be like, you know what, Dave, you absolutely right. What the hell? Where's Tamika? Where's Tamika's family? Where's her friends?
I think Steve Ott's role this season should have been focused on Tate, keeping this whole Ghost, Tasha, and like crime murder investigation away from Tate and getting Tate ready for Albany. Like that really should have been his only role, to be like, you just keep Tate's name out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Is the Queen's Child Project ever going to come back, since that was such a big thing in Queens? How is Stern's new baby husband gonna come back? I still think the orgy thing is gonna happen personally. But I'm saying, but like,
that's that one out of all the predictions and even the crazy ones. That's the one I'm like, you know what, this motherfucker better be wrong.
There'll be sex week in season 2. He will return.
And then I saw someone said something about like they said something about, I guess, one of the scenes of the last season or something where I guess he was kissed, like there was like a kissing scene or something, two men kissing or something. It's like, oh, they would do this around Gay Pride Week or something like that, Gay Pride Month or something, you know. I don't know.
I think so. I mean, it could have been that in Sex Week when he came to see Tariq, or when Lauren and Tariq were in the hallway. Remember?
There was a thing with Everett. That's what it was. Everett. Someone said, "Oh, they would do it during Gay Pride Week or something like that."
Oh,
I didn't think it was Gay Pride. It wasn't until the summer. Isn't that summer?
Yeah, that's like summer thing, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah.
Everybody trying to act like there's a some kind of political agenda, in this thing. That's not one of the agendas I see. There's some agendas in this thing, but that's not one of them.
Yeah, there's some
for Power Book 2.
Yeah, you're right. That's not one of them.
There are agendas though. That's every damn week. I want to see. So anyway, we'll do videos about Tate's spinoff and all that. So I want to keep all that stuff there. But anyway, it's that time, so we got to start wrapping up. Stacey, any last final plot holes or predictions for book 1?
Maybe Tariq will move off campus. Well, how would that work? Maybe he'll turn Big Mama's house into like the storage bin. Like he'll use her attic or basement or something for his kill room. But he needs to figure out how to move the product off campus and like manage it, and then have his like drugs and kill outfits somewhere off base.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. He can't do all this shit where he lives. He's 0 for 3, again, for the record. All his school-based drug operations have been busted one way or another. He needs to figure out that this ain't for him, that he needs to try something new. And again, I would love for him to find the garage. I would love for him to find the warehouse that his daddy, he and Daddy and Tommy used. That would be awesome, I think. But definitely. Chris, what you got?
Again, I think Davis and Cooper Saxe are coming back. I know we don't necessarily want them to come back. And dude, there's always going to be a case against somebody. Like I don't know, like maybe the lead suspect in Jabari's murder, when they finally find him, is Tariq or whatever, or maybe a homeless man find it. And guess what? What do you know? Cooper Saxe is back in the picture. Hoo-ha! You know what I mean? So that's how you bring him back. You can bring him back anyway. He's dealing with you. He's a criminal. He's dealing with criminals. It's always easy to bring folks like that back. You know what I mean?
Is Cooper going to be the new Proctor? Is that what you're saying?
Who? Whoa. That's
like,
be careful.
Wait.
Be careful. Don't compare Cooper Saxe to the great almighty Proctor.
So to both of your points, right? It's interesting, again, in book 1, Courtney wanted us to believe that Ghost and Tommy, who went to jail multiple times, never thought they needed legal counsel on the side for either the legit business or the illegitimate business. That they never thought we need counsel just in case one of our people go to jail, in case we go to jail. Maybe Tariq and he convinces the Tejadas that like legal assistance is relevant. Like, that's how you stay out of jail. You don't need necessarily a crooked cop, even though that helps. You need a lawyer who knows the law and gets you out of shit. So maybe I think it's more. I think you got a better chance with Davis than Saxe. But maybe. And what's gonna happen with him and Paula? Is Paula really done? One lie, all of a sudden she's gonna leave her man? Nope. She'll be back. Oh, what's up, Chris? You like maybe?
Maybe. Yeah. I hate to just say it like that, but she's definitely expendable.
Oh yeah, she is. But I'm saying, I mean, I don't. Again, I think Courtney wants to take this somewhere because she said we are going to meet Davis's wife next season.
Who do you think going to be playing? They always got to get some big shot. What? Yo, Taraji P. Henson. Taraji P. And she comes out being like Cookie. She comes out being like, cause like, motherfucker. I know you ain't. It's like, yo, who that bitch? Who's that bitch? Yo, I'm done. I'm done with this show. But somehow I want that to happen.
Gabrielle Union, she ain't got a job.
Yeah,
she just got fired from LA's Finest.
She's not. She got fired.
Well, the show's over. So I'm saying. I'm sorry. It did not get renewed for season 3.
I just say that to anyone who loves Gabrielle Union because she's not that good of an actress. Nope. Sorry.
I would say Kerry Washington. She ain't got a job.
Kerry Washington. I'm good with Kerry Washington as long as she don't do that little. What that sure does. That little is so exactly. That's how disturbing it is. You know that face I'm talking about, like the whole like every time she hears something disturbing, like, well, I don't understand.
This ain't. She's not with Fitz no more.
It's like she's about to sneeze.
Fitz gave her that angry.
Kerry Washington always looks like she's about to sneeze or something like.
All right.
Like no. Taraji P. Henson needs to be, and then there'll be awesome banter between her and Method. That would be amazing. I want to see that.
Kelly Rowlands.
And then especially Taraji. Oh my God! Especially you got Taraji. Like I don't know how they would have like the little worlds collide, but her and Mary J interact or whatever. Oh shit! They're about to get into some shit. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I see a point. I think Kelly Rowlands ain't got a job. You know, she did some acting.
I think Davis's wife was going to.
Huh? Kelly Rowlands? Oh, my bad.
Oh, Rowlands, yeah. Yeah, Kelly Rowlands, yeah, she's pregnant again. Kelly's not a good actress either.
All right, look here, then.
Why y'all naming actresses who suck? Like, there's plenty of good ones, and y'all naming sucky ones like Gabrielle Union and Kelly Rowland.
I don't think you say Gabrielle Union's bad. I'm not saying I'm not saying she bad. Rosie, what's that one?
Rosie, what? O'Donnell? What?
Nah, that's the one who's gonna be on Star Wars.
Huh?
The one who's gonna be on Star Wars.
Oh, Rosario. Nah. It won't fit her character. Her actress, I don't think she'll be believable unless. Nah.
All right.
Even watching her top 5, it don't fit for Rosario. Rosario's not that type. I'm sorry.
Well, whoever it is, Courtney already has a name in her head, and she's like, she won't reveal it because she's trying to get her. But anyway, she does have a person in mind. Anyway, my point is, we're gonna see the wife, which means the house life is gonna get flushed out, which means Paula has to come back to create that tension. You know, that kind of like that ghost tension. Look,
Regina King or Regina Hall, actually, both.
Regina Hall, yes. Regina King, she too big time. I wouldn't.
To your point, good point. Regina,
that's what I'm saying. She, as you would say, Chris, she's HBO level. Like she's Oscar, like Grammy, like Emmy winning.
She was like, who wants me to that STARZ? Like, ha, STARZ my ass. Like, he's like, no. He's like, hold on. He's like, ha. He's like, let me grab my ears with these $100 bills. No, it's ridiculous. So let me take my 3 Golden Globes and my Emmys, and it was like, and just like sleep myself to bed while I laugh off of you trying to tell me that STARZ want to hire me.
No, man, no.
How much? They're only offering how much? Nigga.
I want double of whatever Mary J. Blige is making because I'm an actual actress.
Now, I said, whatever you giving Mary J. and the entire Tahara family, I want all of that combined. All that combined is what you need to give me.
Yes. All right, guys. So that's it. As we wrap up Tariq season 1, we will see you for some other power videos every week. We got some ideas about some spinoffs and Tommy and that sort of thing. As Raising Kanan becomes a thing, we'll probably do a video for that, just to give our predictions out there before the show starts. But what topics would you like for us to discuss? Please put it in the comments. Let us know. We will do our best to address these issues. We thank you very much for watching, everyone who's joined the channel. And we look forward to all kinds of new STARZ vehicles coming out. They got a lot of new shows coming out. They got a Wanna Be Insecure we're going to be reviewing whenever that thing starts. The one with the lady from Living Single. She's in it, actually.
I did not know. I'm going to have to look at the trailer.
Who's the one?
Which one from Living Single? Fields? Kim Fields or something?
No, the other one. The one who got with the guy that they always argued with.
The one that was in
Maxine. Maxine is in this new show.
Huh.
She's the older one, you know, because it's supposed to be like for the millennials or some shit.
Oh, I think I remember seeing the poster for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Against the World, or Taking Over the World, some shit like that.
Yeah, STARZ has some. Yeah, maybe.
I'm saying they always have like their version of like good shows that work. They look at HBO and go, you know what, we need a version of that, like over here, and then they make it. They need a This Is Us, but with like black people. Like that's good drama.
Nah, they need to have a Sopranos. That's what they need.
That's what Power is.
No.
Yes.
No, it's a Wire. It's them trying to be the Wire.
No, I would say Sopranos. Sopranos more than The Wire. More than The Wire.
More than the Wire.
Yes. Just because you got black drug dealers, Chris, don't make it The Wire. Like,
dude, but I guess the Sopranos never also focused on the cops' point of view and stuff too. The Wire did that, which is what Power does too. You know what I mean?
Okay, I see where you're going with that. I still feel like in that show, in The Wire, like both sides were equal heroes. Like you had a cop hero that you actually were rooting for, and you had like criminal heroes you're actually rooting for. In this show, you're rooting for the criminals. You were never rooting for the cops. You weren't rooting for Greg to make it. Like you were not. I mean, not really. You were not.
I mean, no. But then again, I feel like it's because the characters suck. Some of the characters suck. Like I do feel like some of the characters they want you to root for, like what you're saying to me, like they want you to root for her, even though you're like, nah. And you even technically they want you to root for Angela. You know what I mean? Like Angela, like she's a cop. She.
Yeah, but you weren't really wanting her to win. I'm saying, like, I think, and then she was only relevant because she was sleeping with the main criminal. But anyway, I see. Okay, either way,
yeah,
it was a good show. I'm saying, and they made a crime show. That's what I'm saying. All right, but until next week.
Gomorrah. Everyone needs to check out Gomorrah. Side note, Gomorrah HBO Max. They're on season 3. Homeboy from matter of fact, he was in the last season of Fargo, the one who shot himself. Everyone needs to see Gomorrah. I'm on the second season of it. Warning though, it is in subtitles because it's an Italian show. But if you want to talk about if you having Sopranos jet lag, that is the freaking show right there. Okay, just saying. Right. It's called Gomorrah. HBO Max. Watch it. Please.
Well, we got some BET Plus coming because we like to keep it in the community.
We got what now?
Stacey and I have expanded to BET Plus.
Yo, I know there's a Discovery Plus, which I'm all for, but like. BET Plus, what are they gonna be putting on there?
Dude, they got Ruthless. It's wild shit. We got Ruthless. They got.
Are they gonna put College Hill? Maybe if they put College Hill on there, if College Hill's on there, maybe
They do. It's the old stuff though. It's the old like the.
So one of old stuff, 106 and Park.
No, they got College Hill. They don't have that. They do have College Hill though.
Okay,
I saw
hits on the street, the basement, all that stuff. We can't go back that far, man. But it's interesting stuff. Anyway, so there'll be some reviews for that too coming up. Anyway, thank you all for again, and we will see you later.